Hi, I'm Jeff Cohn, and thank you for being with us today. I'm delighted to be back for the second Mayor's Corner with the Mayor of University Park, Mayor Joseph Roudez. Hello, Mayor. How are
Jeff,
you?
how are you? Good to see you again.
Good.
Absolutely.
It was great to be back with you for your Mayor's Corner, and I've got a lot of compliments from the first one that we did, and I'm looking forward to interviewing you for the second show.
Fantastic, and I got compliments as well. Thank you very
Good.
much.
You know, we have a lot to cover today in terms of some major topics that are still confronting the village of University Park. And one of the things that I think that many of your residents really want to know, you know, since you've been dealing with the water crisis since mid-June, what is the latest update that you can provide the residents?
Well, the latest update, I don't remember the date right off the top of my head, but last Thursday, I would say last Thursday,
Okay.
at the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the Attorney General's offices, the Weld County Health Department, and the Illinois Department of Public Health held what they would call a public availability session.
Okay.
And in that session, it was discovered that the process is working, and that they would encourage our residents to continuously run the water, especially though, not especially, but particularly those who are in the lead advisory area, to run the water, and the continuous running throughout the house will help the process go a lot faster than that. So that is evident according to statistics and what they've seen and what they're monitoring. This is not coming from Aqua. These are coming from the regulatory agencies.
Oh, excellent. So the situation is improving then, you would say?
It is improving.
Good, good, good. I'm sure the residents will be happy to hear that. When can the residents expect to start be getting their regular water bills?
Now, Jeff, what you've touched on is a very touchy situation.
Okay.
I received an email. Matter of fact, let me go and see when this email was delivered to me.
All right.
This email was delivered just the other day. It was delivered September the 5th,
Okay.
2019, regarding our water bills. And they had the audacity to say that now we're going to start billing you for sewage charges. And if I can remember correctly, in our first public hearing that the village held when we declared the state of emergency, that Mr. Blanchette said that there will not be any water billings, and for them to come back and state again that now we're going to start billing for the sewage is just unacceptable. It takes away the public trust, and it does not help us in the village at all.
Right.
So when they say they're not going to have any water bills, to come back with a sewage charge and to be actual, the sewage charge is a little bit higher now. So what are they trying to do? It's about money or monetary values for them. It's not about customer accommodation. It's not about regaining the public trust.
Exactly.
It's very offensive to me. And there was an email that I sent back in response that maybe it will be shown after this broadcast is over to our residents to let them know that we're constantly fighting to do the right thing for this community. We're not going to be a predatory community for Aqua Water to continue to bill us when they want to, because they're having a problem. We didn't create this problem. That's their problem.
Right.
We're not taking the blame for it. They're in blame for it. The Attorney General's office has spoken on behalf of the village as far as the lawsuit
Right.
is going on, which I'm not in liberty to discuss any
Exactly.
further, but they are taking action on behalf of the village of University Park and their residents.
Good, good, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's improving. And I know that you're going to fight on behalf of University Park and make sure that you hold everybody accountable and make sure that the right thing is done for the residents and your stakeholders of the village, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know what? So it sounds like things are improving, and that you still got a few battles to fight with them. And you know, that's okay because you're the right person to do the job.
Well, I never quit when I'm fighting for justice and equality for our community. No doubt about it.
Right.
The residents can definitely depend on me to continue to fight, and for Aqua to insult not just me and the Board of Trustees, but our residents, and sending out emails in a very slick, maneuvering way. He was talking about additional sewage charges.
Okay.
Completely unacceptable.
Okay. So I'm glad you're going to fight for them. So let's turn to something positive.
Absolutely.
It's back to school, and I understand that you all had a recently held a great event for the students of the village. And so why don't you share a little bit about that?
Wow, where do I start? Let me just say this. First of all, it seems like it was really appreciated by the residents. There hasn't been a parade, if I'm not mistaken, since 2014. And the people who came out were just fantastic. And I'm proud to say that myself, the village administration, the special events committee, and every participant was good. Just started off, there were over 450 participants in the parade.
Wow.
There were over 300 book bags with supplies given away. There were over 50 or 60 free haircuts for back to school.
Okay.
There were over 100 free school physicals for back to school. There were over 65 health screenings done, which included diabetes, hepatitis, and high blood pressure. Let me see, where can I stop? And I'm quite sure I'm missing somebody, but I'm just talking about that and the enthusiasm and seeing people coming together
Right.
as one vision and one village, as the community moving forward, even through a water crisis, that we found a way to continue to move forward. That's something they can look forward to in the future. And the vendors that participated, don't let me forget, over 100 little kids' faces were painted.
Okay.
There were over 50 horseback rides
Wow.
given. There were dancing horses, a variety of other rodeo-style horses. So
Okay.
it was a fantastic event. And I just like to say thank you to all those who participated. And for those who wanted to participate but got in a little bit too late, there's still room for the future. And thanks again to our residents for showing such great appreciation. Guests from Jesse White was there. Senator Napoleon Harris was one of our Grand Marshals.
Okay.
Mr. Scarborough, the World War II veteran that's at 95 years of age, was also another Grand Marshal. We had a radio personality there, DJ Red from 106 Power.3. We had a comedian from the Bad Boys of Comedy and Barbershop 1 and 2. We had a live band. I mean, it was just a fantastic day, and the little rain that sprinkled on us, we kind of needed that to cool us off. It was an exciting time, It was very
Wow.
exciting, yeah.
Well, you know what? I got to get that date for next year so I can make sure I put it on my calendar
Yes.
in advance. So I won't have a conflict next year. I wanted to be there with you guys. But that's exciting.
Yes.
Through all of this, you all were still able to come together as a town, as a village, and actually have celebration about going back to school and get kids excited about, and the parents about what's about school.
Yeah, and you know what? And I don't want to go off track, but I must say, I think the university, we've got Governor State participating with the Village of University Park. We had the high school marching band participating, the cheerleaders, the University Park Lions football and cheerleading team, the high school's ROTC marching band, their cheerleaders and their football team. I mean, it was a fantastic. Prairie State also participated. ComEd and a variety of others, and I don't want to keep naming them off because
Right.
if I forget someone, shame on me.
Yeah, I know. You're going to get some calls on that one, though.
Charge it to my head and not my
Not your heart.
Absolutely.
Good. Well, congratulations on that. That's your first back to school, and you know what? It's going to get better every year.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Absolutely.
So, outside of that, there's some exciting things taking place with economic development as well. I know that's something that you share with the community that they can hold you accountable to in your first year. I understand you have some new projects underway. What would you like to share about some of those projects?
Well, I would start off first. I had the opportunity to give the welcoming address for the CSEDC forum that was held at Governor State,
Okay.
where there were over 100 participants. And I had an opportunity to highlight the economic advantages that University Park has, such as our new interchange, I-57, our huge industrial park with over 70 companies in there, our metro station, and our location, and all our public golf course and our private golf course,
Right.
and naturally Governor State
Governor,
University.
yes.
So I had an opportunity to speak about those things and how we procure economic development and how I know that our residents are looking forward to shopping and keeping that dollar circulating within this community. So there are some great opportunities. There are some big box stores being built in Industrial Park right now.
Okay.
There's going to be opportunity for a local workforce team to develop, to work closer to home, work in our industrial park. There's a new partnership and a new alliance that's going to provide opportunities for not just for now, but for the future. Even for the babies who aren't born, will have an opportunity to work, come into a situation where someone laid the groundwork for.
Yep. You know what? I don't know if they're showing the video of your speech on you all's cable network, but I would encourage you. It was a very, very well delivered speech that you delivered about economic development in Southland. I happened to be there, and I just happened, it was really great to hear some of the things that's taking place here in the University Park, but also in the Southland region also, which was one of the things that you really highlighted with the exciting things that's taking place in the region and how you all are participating in the Southland region.
Yeah, and not to mention the potential of the third airport, which now, as an advocate of that third airport, who's been around sometimes seeing the different steps and the different challenges, it seems now that it's a lot closer than it's ever been.
Right.
And I'm really counting on that to just to get us over the edge.
I'd like to first start off by recognizing some of my trustee members, Trustee Liz Williams, Trustee Sonia Jenkins, and Trustee Shirley Bowden. Good morning and welcome to Governor State University and University Park. I want to thank the Chicago Southland Economic Development Corporation for hosting this event at the beautiful Governor State University. Before I get into my remarks, let me say a few words about the water crisis facing my residents. There has been a lot of news about our village since mid-June. What has happened here is truly unfortunate. My administration has been working every day with the Illinois Environmental Protection and U.S. EPA regulatory agents to rectify the situation. On behalf of my residents, which includes myself, since my home is on the Do Not Consume advisory, we want to thank all the surrounding mayors and their residents, businesses in the region, faith-based and community groups for their support, donations, and assistance during this crisis. I was sworn in on May 14th, and a month later, we learned that there was lead in the water in some homes. Earlier this week, we had an Amtrak derailment, which included a fatality and injuries. It's been a busy 3 months on the job, just about 80 days. I believe in the power of prayer, so I would ask each of you to pray for our community and the family members of the individual who lost his life in this derailment. Thank you. Now, I want to turn to economic development and give you the top 5 reasons why you should invest in University Park. Number 1, I guarantee all of you that in the very near future, we will have the best tasting and most lead-free water in all the South Side. Number 2, we have wonderful and challenging University Park Golf Club for those executives who want to do business and get in a round of golf. Number 3, if fishing is more your sport, we have Pine Lake. This is 10 acres encompassing 2 beautiful bodies of water with spectacular views. We are stocked with channel catfish and largemouth bass. Fishing permits are required. It's perfect for your next corporate outing. Number 4, we have Governor State University, a fine institution to educate your workforce or host a company event. Number 5, we have incredible economic development opportunities. We have land available, including underdeveloped properties in the village. We have industrial space in our Governor's Gateway Industrial Park, which has roughly 75 companies, but there's always room for more. We have retail space in our town center, including 35,000 square feet available immediately. And finally, as many of you know, University Park is home to many high-tech firms, including Bimba, Applied Systems, and Federal Signal. So see me after the event if you have any interest in doing business in our village. While I'm here to promote University Park and the great things we do, I must also stress that University Park is a part of the Southland, and building a stronger Southland is a goal we all share. Following in the footsteps of my predecessors, University Park looks forward to continue to work with our neighboring communities, and particularly our neighbor to the south, Monique. Together, in recent years, University Park and Monique have quickly emerged as a national megacluster for logistics, distribution, and e-commerce. Thanks to the proximity to several interstate highways and national railroads, University Park is connected to by trucks and trains to both oceans, Canada, and the Gulf of Mexico. The Interstate 57 logistics corridor is booming and is considered one of the state's untold success stories. Anyone who drove here today along I-57, whether you came from the north or the south, witnessed for themselves the giant new distribution and fulfillment centers that have popped up in recent years. Big names such as Clorox, Georgia Pacific, Dot Foods, Avatar, and Amazon are ones you may recognize, just to name a few. And many more I-57 distribution centers are under roof or soon to be, including being built on spec, occupying literally millions of square feet. These new outlets employ thousands of new workers, many of whom are integrated with state-of-the-art robots, and together they connect commerce to people across the Midwest and beyond. I'm excited to say this booming intermodal cluster is about to get even bigger. Can you imagine that? The new South Suburban Airport will complete a world-class transportation matrix that boasts some of our nation's most expansive infrastructure, hubs for trucks, trains, barges, and planes, which when completed will give the Southland new unprecedented non-stop connectivity to almost any other marketplace on the planet. We will suddenly transform the Southland into a necessary global distribution center hub. As you know, University Park has been a leading advocate of the South Suburban Airport for more than a decade. As a charter member of the Abraham Lincoln National Airport Commission, the village was a forceful voice in pushing the state and IDOT to acquire land for the airport and to seek innovative financing for the project through a public-private partnership. The effort was championed by former Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. and former University Park Mayor Al McCowan. A third airport is important to Illinois' economic future, but it's also the key to University Park's destiny. That's because University Park, as a village, will be a top frontline beneficiary of the airport. While we expect most of its customers will be heading to Chicago or places north, that's okay, because that means University Park will be the first village they drive through after arriving, and University Park will be the last village they drive through when departing. In other words, geographically speaking, University Park will be similarly situated to South Suburban Airport as Rosemont has been to O'Hara. Now think about it for a minute. Talk about transformational development. Airports create more jobs than any other investment over time, and we are talking jobs that run the gamut for all of us, from hospitality to corporate CEOs and everything in between. As a region, we must stay united in this effort to transform the Southland. In closing, I want to thank all of you for being here this morning, and for more information on our village, please visit our website. Thank you very much.
Well, you know, one of the things that's going to be important is your leadership in that as well, and that's what excites me, is somebody that can articulate a clear path of what needs to be done, the things that are being done, and to help lead the entire Southland region. So I'm glad to see that you're in this position to help lead with clarity.
Well, I want to say thank you to the residents who gave me this opportunity to serve, because I'm known just as a servant to the people, and what gives me pleasure and joy is to provide a better quality of life for the residents, not just in University Park, but for the Southland region as well.
Well, you know, one thing that you did mention, though, was the fishing that's taking place in the University Park also.
Oh, yeah. Next 2020, next year, we should all look forward to doing some fishing derbies at the Pine Lake, which is our 10-acre beautiful lake there that we're working on to get improvements and make it a destination for families.
Good. Well, you know, one of the other things that there's a lot of exciting things taking place in the village of University Park, but Governor State just celebrated his 50th anniversary. And I understand that Governor Pritzker was in town for that. What would you like to share about what took place with that celebration?
Well, that was a fantastic celebration. There were some opportunities for the governor and I and Dr. Maiman to have some sidebar conversations. One of the first things that the governor told me, he says, "Joe, I'm very aware of your water situation. I'll do everything I can within my power to help you guys." And then we just talked about how we're celebrating here with Dr. Maiman the 50th anniversary of the university, on how this is the largest freshman class at Governor State University, and how we can encourage some of our residents who might not want to go away to school can still have that campus life atmosphere here at Governor State University, which is a fantastic now 4-year university with athletic teams and dormitories. So yeah, I mean, it was just a fantastic showing. It was jam-packed. The governor was head over heels. He gave his speech, and Dr. Mayman gave hers, and it was really an exciting
Excellent.
time.
Right.
And I feel very privileged to be invited as the mayor of our town to be a participant.
Sure. Well, it's good to hear that the governor is giving you support, and in terms of the water crisis as well. So I know that you're probably going to call on him if needed for that support, right?
Oh, no doubt about that. Yeah, he's just looking at his phone. I wonder when that mayor from University Park is going to call me.
Right,
yeah,
right.
But absolutely.
Good. So it's been a little over 100 days since you've been in office, and it sounds like a lot of great things are taking place. What kind of report anything else that you would like to give to the residents and your stakeholders of the village of University Park?
Well, I would just like to say, first of all, first things first, my board of trustees has been super fantastic. They have the vision, they have received the vision and the agenda, and we look forward to working together hand in hand to be a revenue producing administration and not a taxing administration, putting it on the burden of the taxpayer. So
Sure.
again, I like to compliment each one of my board members and my administration
Okay.
for working hand in hand and day in and day out diligently. Again, for those who know me, know I don't do anything halfway. It's all the way or none of the way.
Sure.
The people deserve full-time representation. And thanks to my wife as well for giving me the opportunity to give them that full-time representation.
Right. It's a team to stand behind good people and great leadership like yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that you're acknowledging them. It's exciting, and I've just got to take my own personal hat off to you to hear, because words are meaningful. When people are planning and setting a vision, it's important to be able to articulate that vision, and you have done that. And now it's time to roll up the sleeves and get to work and move forward beyond the crisis that you've had, and start building, creating jobs and providing the services to your representatives and stakeholders within your village. But I know you've got a town hall meeting that's planned for October. That's something that has been around for a long time. It's an important part of our democratic process in our country. Well, is there anything going to be different about what you all do, or would you like to share about the town hall meetings that you're planning in October?
Well, the town hall meeting is scheduled for the second week in October, second Saturday in October.
Okay.
It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's going to be an opportunity to announce our agenda moving forward from the residents. But better yet, there's going to be an opportunity to hear from the residents and see what their priorities are, because it is their desire that we'll follow their roadmap. So it's going to be a great opportunity, and town hall meetings on an annual basis is something that we should be able to look forward to.
Okay.
I look forward for these opportunities. It might be a little different than the other ones because there's going to be, I would anticipate, a high energy level, because I'm very enthusiastic about the future of our community. So
Sure.
that's about all I want to say about it right now.
Okay.
Look forward to it, residents, the second Saturday in October, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it will be held at the middle school right here in University Park. And it should be an exciting experience for all. We'll have a suggestion box. I want to hear from the people. There's an agenda laid out, but we want to put that, remember the old Soul Train board?
Absolutely.
So we want to let the people put it in the order that they would like to see these things happen.
Okay.
And then once they give us those marching orders, we're on our way.
Excellent. Good, good. Well, you're getting the people involved. You had a great back to school. You guys celebrated the 50th anniversary of your university that's right here in your town, and now you've got your inaugural town hall meeting set up in October. So that's a lot that you've been doing in less than 100 days.
Hey man, it's just natural to me. I'm just passionate about what I do. Back in the old days, it's just winners don't quit and quitters don't win. That's one thing that the residents of this community can count on. I'll never quit on them.
Good.
Not until I'm put up in ashes and put over all the ball fields in the world.
There we go.
I won't quit on them at all. They can depend on that.
All right, well, good. You know what? And so that really brings us to a conclusion in terms of the formal portion of this. But, we're going to be doing this every month in your Mayor's Corner. Again, like I said at the beginning, this is the second show. So I'm hoping to do this with you as long as you want to do the Mayor's Corner. So is there anything else that you would like to share with the residents before we wrap up this segment of your Mayor's Corner?
Again, I would just like to say to our residents how proud I am on the way and the manner that they have handled this water crisis. It's a huge inconvenience to each and every one of you guys, but the way that our community has stood together And for somehow, some way, we make a bad situation turn into good. We're going to turn tragedy into triumph. And as I stated at Governor State, we're going to probably have, not probably, we're going to have the cleanest lead-free water in the South suburban area in the future. So hang in there. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me, because I don't just represent the ones who voted for me. I represent each and every single resident in this community, in this Southland. And I'm approachable and I'm accessible. So if you want to make an appointment with the mayor, you can contact 708-534-4237. Get on the calendar and let's make it happen. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Cohen.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate that. Absolutely. And with that, we're going to wrap up the second edition of the Mayor's Corner. Thank you all very much for being with us today. I hope you all felt the energy and excitement that I have felt from listening to the mayor, actually at some of the events that he's spoken at, and also just interviewing him today. There's a lot of exciting things taking place here in the village of University Park, and I look forward to the third edition next month. Thank you very much. I am Jeff Cohn, here with the mayor of University Park, Mayor Roudez.